years ago, 7 legions followed a brain. It's a dog fight. It hasn't been easy. It's a dog fight. The road hadn't been success. Like it's just a paved road, and like E.T. go this way. It's been rough. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight. And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no a million times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it. You can contain it for a while, but you cannot stop. This is life, and you can't defeat me. You don't have enough power. You don't have enough energy. You don't have enough strength to stop this. Your pain ain't permanent. It might last for a second. It might last for a minute. It might last for an hour. It might last for a week. It might last for a day. It might last for months. But sooner or later, if you do not surrender, if you do not give up, if you do not give in, it will subside. Listen to me. You can talk like a victim, you can act like a victim, or you can be a victor. And you can say, despite the odds, I will defy the odds. Everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you will prove all of them wrong. What will you do with your pain? Will you let it break you, or will you let it redefine you?
You've got to continue to work on yourself personally. You've got to decide to be relentless. You've got to decide never to give up. You've got to find some reasons within yourself that will give you the stamina when life catches you on the blind side to get back up again, to keep on calling and coming back again and again and again.
You're going to quit, or you're going to make it to your goal. You're going to quit, or you're going to make it to yourself. You're going to quit, or you're going to stand there and do what you got to do to make your dreams become a reality.
You have to be disciplined every single day and train yourself to follow through on all your fundamentals, and that's how you're going to be successful. You have to do it when you don't feel like it. You have to do it when you feel discouraged. You have to do it when you don't feel healthy. You have to do it when you're under the weather. Every single day, you have to train yourself to focus and commit to your business and follow through.
Hey, yo, what's up, bro? Sorry.
I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is going to work out. It's just not. It's going to be a dog fight. On the road to success, I lost 5 aunts to cancer. It's a dog fight. My wife, 3 years ago, 7 legions followed her brain. It's a dog fight.
Is this on repeat?
It hasn't been easy.
Many of you can honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, I am doing
first time being live while working out on YouTube. I've done other ones like on Twitch, but
your
what's up,
job
guys?
right now and how you execute that job is going to create the success habits that you're going to need down the road. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If it's making fries, if you ain't making the best motherfucking fries every fucking time, guess what? You ain't gonna fucking make it. If you can't sweep the warehouse floor better than the next guy, you ain't gonna fucking make it. Because here's the truth. Losers always talk about how they hate to lose, but they don't do anything about it. But you know what winners do? Winners will do whatever the fuck it takes. Winners will show up and stay late every fucking day until they're winning. Winners will talk to anybody they can that can help them and take the lessons to heart and put them in play. That's what winners do. Losers talk about hating to lose. Losers say they hate to lose. Losers talk about how they want to win. Winners do what the f*** it takes. And that means beating the next guy. If you aren't going to work at your job every day and looking at all the other motherfuckers and thinking, dude, I'm going to beat the shit out of all of you, you don't have what it takes. Winners want to be the best. Winners have pride in being the best. Winners have pride in being dominant amongst their teammates.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder. You want to know what it takes to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. It's what goes on when the cameras go off. Hard work, determination, and grit. You will not outwork me. I will get up earlier than you. I will go to sleep later than you. I will put in more hours than you. I will read more than you. I will grow. I will do whatever it takes. I do things to separate myself from everybody. The passion that I have when I speak. The grind that I have when I do what I do. What are you going to do to separate yourself? If you ain't got more heart than me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificed more than me, I'm gonna destroy you. And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care how many games you won. We live by this and we die by this. You don't retreat. You're not giving 120. You're giving 70. You're giving 60. And you want with these people who's giving sweat, who's giving blood, who's giving tears. You want what they paid for, and it ain't free. It has everything to do with what time you wake up. It has everything to do with how you eat. It has everything to do with how you work out, how you prepare. It has every single thing to do with how you think. And when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, says, I'm willing to make any sacrifice. I'm willing to go through any pain. I'm willing to go through any suffering. I'm willing to go through whatever it takes. So when I get in there, and I meet him one-on-one, and I guarantee you, at the end of it, I won't be the one that surrenders. And if you're going to be the best, the cream of the crop, if you're going to be the apex, you got to be it. It has to consume you. You got to learn how not to give up or how not to give in.
I got a notice from YouTube saying my behavior is being monitored by the monitoring program. What the fuck is that shit? And what does that program do? What is it monitoring? Anyone know? That's some garbage. Fuck? Monitoring program? Like, why would you? Why? So you just have bots doing fucking dev work. Literally could be like, hey, you're being monitored by a moderator or some shit. No, it's some fucking random program.
That is your opportunity to put in the work that will shock the world. How do you know for sure if someone is going to be successful or not? I can give it to you with one question. What do you do when no one is watching? Because what you do when no one is watching will most likely define where you end up. Do you work for praise? Or do you work for pride? When no one is watching, do you work for praise? Or do you work for pride? They won't know if you've done the work or not, but you will. They won't know, but you will. You are the one who lives with the pride or the regret. If you haven't put in the work and you don't make it, you have to live with that. No one else. If you've been out partying, when you should have been working, when you lose, that's on you. If you've been taking it easy, when you should have been learning and growing, you have to live with that. You can
Yesterday was leg day. I fucking almost got a cramp.
When it's showtime, your work will show. Don't work for the accolade. Work for the pride. Don't work for recognition. Work for your pride. Work for your growth. Fall in love with the process. The process of growth. Expansion. The only competition is you. Where you've been versus where you're going. Who you were versus who you're going to be. I've heard it said that you are rewarded in heaven for the work you do in private. The medals are won in the darkness when no one is watching. The championship is won behind closed doors by doing the work when no one is watching. The results are achieved by the little details no one sees. Who you are going to be does not come down to what others see. Every little detail. Don't measure yourself against others. Don't look to see who's watching you. If you're making big enough progress, they'll all be watching. Until you get to that point, get your hands out.
and work for the love of work. Work on you. Go to war with your own self and leave that old you in the shadows of yesterday. Because today, a new you is born. This new you does not need validation from anyone. This new you is only out the growth. Self-growth. Keep going.
It's one thing to be hungry, it's another thing starving for greatness and starving for success. It's not about winning. It's the battle itself. It's the struggle. It's the
Sorry guys if I'm giving you whiplash, but I have to use 2 different equipment for this set.
I want to grind with claws, scratch. I want to dig in and I want to push. And I don't want it to end. Because that makes me tougher. That makes me harder, mentally and physically.
Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love pride. And some of y'all just want to score. You're not in love with the process. A real man in the dark, and nobody's watching, he put me in work. Because he loves the process.
It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide clubs, partying, trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. You still got work to do. All the homies texting and calling and trying to make you feel bad about being so focused.
It's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be, all this people say, you gotta be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to put every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. It takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy.
Without discipline, they're nothing. And discipline to do what you hate to do it if you love it.
Losers always take instant gratification. Winners are taking I know what I gotta do. And I do it today, I do it tomorrow, and I do it every motherfucking day from here until the end of time, and then I do it some more. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm gonna run the army. The world will go against me. I'm still come on top. I need you to go harder than you've ever gone before. I need you to be more dedicated than you've ever been before. Life's one big head game. You play with yourself. If you lose, it's because you allow life to get in your head. Yeah. And if you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself a story because you don't have money to tell you. Let's go. It's because you haven't committed yourself where you would burn your boats. If you want to take the fucking island, burn your fucking boats. And you will take the island because people, when they're either die or succeed, tend to succeed. There is no plan B. You know who has a plan B? Motherfuckers that lose. Every single person that wins big, they only have one motherfucking plan. And that is, they are going to win or they are going to die fucking trying. Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat. Where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You're developing incredible swimming skills. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, I'm going to do all I can do to develop you. You want something? Go get it.
I hate that set.
Sometimes you gotta take a break from just about everything, disappear, come back, and shock the world. I'm talking to that athlete. I'm talking to that administrator. I'm talking to that nurse, that doctor. I'm talking to that student. I'm talking to that communicator. I'm talking to that pioneer, that inventor. I'm talking to that entrepreneur. I'm talking to that preacher. I'm talking to that person who refuses to stay where they are I'm talking to that person that doesn't have a problem laying in obscurity, because you know that when you come out of the dark room, all eyes on you. We live in a culture of busyness, distraction, and noise. And sometimes the only way something's going to change is if we disappear. Sometimes you gotta delete the app. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you. Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level in the relationship and a higher quality of living. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and get into a place where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut out the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on you? Focus on what matters. Why are you here? What is your destiny? The reason why you don't see it, the reason why it has not manifested, the reason why you are so frustrated is because you have not been willing to forsake all that you've been called to forsake and to follow through behind closed doors. Sure, you can talk about
What's up, Lima?
Sure,
What's up, bro?
Sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can go to the conference and hear about it. You can read about it. But at some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. I'm talking to that man, that woman, that boy, that girl who feels the fire in their belly. It's time for you to shock the world. You may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to bounce around from couch to couch. You may have to sacrifice like nobody in your family ever has. But can you do it behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, when nobody understands the measure of passion that you carry? Can you keep going? Don't stop. You're right there. Go through the process in the dark room that prepares us and equips us for the stages of destiny.
It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourselves is not going to carry us in distress. That I've been this version of myself long enough that if I don't change, if I don't do something,
Fucking go.
then I'm going to find myself bankrupt.
Some of the most monumental and transformational portraits and pictures that we've ever seen were developed in the dark room. We celebrate athletes and we celebrate critical thinkers and innovators and actors, and we praise them and coin them our heroes, and we follow them by the millions. We love what they do in public, but you don't know the story behind the glory. You don't know the blood, the sweat. You can see the tears that they cried, the prayers that they prayed, the countless weeks where they went without sleep to get where they are.
Yeah.
The greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're leaving. I'm just wondering if there's anybody here that wants their future, that wants to fulfill their destiny, that wants to manifest, that wants to walk in discipline and determination. I'm just wondering, is there anybody here that's willing to disappear? Are you willing to forsake all distractions? Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you hide yourself in the boardroom and plan and caucus and do what's required behind the scenes in order to manifest the moment? Can you hide yourself in your books? Can you hide yourself in your closet? Can you hide yourself in the prayer rooms? Can you hide yourself? We have this passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. Stop telling the world what you are about to do.
Yeah.
It's
Steve Jobs once said, we do not say anything about future products. We work on them in secret, and then we release them to the world. We only have so much real estate in our minds and our hearts. We only have so much bandwidth in our mental capacity. And the more distractions, the more delusions, the more negativity that we allow to take up real estate in our hearts and in our minds, the less energy we have to fulfill the call.
Oh shit, you guys didn't see me bust out those.
To manifest the idea. Everything that you think about,
50, 90?
everything that
the culture needed it. The culture needed it. I think the corporations were sitting on that shit for a while. But also, because of what happened with COVID and all the scalpers that drove up all the GPU pricing. But not even that, but NVIDIA got that billion dollar contract. So they have a lot of money to put into the resources for the hardware. It would only make sense in a good business move to drop the price to $549. And then $549 is already twice as strong as the 4090, and then the 5090 or whatever is twice as strong as that one, but that one's fucking $1,500. But in my opinion, $1,500 for that kind of power is worth it, because dude, there's people who aren't even fucking utilizing their 4090s. Like the most popular GPU right now is the 3060. So basically what that means is most PC gamers are the equivalent of a console owner at the moment. And that stat I pulled from Steam, like, because I checked on Steam, you know, what graphics cards most people are pumping. And it's a 3060, so overall my opinion is good, and I think the culture needed it.
Stages and opportunities are being prepared right now as you sacrifice in secret, as you put the work in the dark room, as you do what is required to hold in your hand what you see in your hand. When no one is there to affirm you, when nobody's there to validate you, when nobody is there to agree with you, you build in the dark, and you announce it when it's finished.
If for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, what would you be like? What would happen if you just stopped wasting the opportunities that are in front of you? You'd be, who knows how much more efficient? 10 times more efficient. 20 times more efficient. You have no idea how efficient people get. It's completely off the charts.
I need you to confront you. I need you to confront you if you don't want to hold me back. I need you to confront you. I need you to look in the mirror and tell you, you are not going to do me like this no more. You're not going to keep procrastinating. You're not going to keep thinking like that. I need you. You're not. You're not going to continue to sabotage me. You're not. I get frustrated with humans when somebody's late and they're upset. I get frustrated with humans when somebody borrows money for you and you don't pay it back and you're upset. I get upset with humans when you go out to eat and they don't bring your food out the way you want your food out. And you are so upset and you let them have it. But then you disappoint you when you don't let you have it. You give you a pass. You give you a pass. You're not where you're supposed to be financially and you gave yourself a pass. You know you better than that. You know you should be further in life. You keep fly. It's time you punish you. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no more, no, we're working out now. No more alcohol, not right now. No, I can't handle it right now. You need to tell you that you owe you something. Hold you accountable and don't let you off the hook. I want you to challenge you this year to do something you've never done before, to have something you never had before.
Any goal that you want to achieve that's worthwhile in your life require all in effort. Every moment, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every fucking year, for as long as it fucking takes. you're going, you should be consumed with that path. What you do at night matters. What you do in the morning matters. What you do when your friends are out drinking matters. What you do on Saturday matters. What you do on Sunday matters. The success clock doesn't give a what day it is. It's gonna run no matter what. And you guys pretend like you can work 7 or 10 hours a day and then spend the rest of your time taking off, and you think you're gonna be somewhere, and you're not. You have to dedicate every fucking breath, every fucking ounce of energy, and every fucking thought and effort that you possibly have in your heart to becoming what it is you want to be. Because nothing great comes from a position of comfort. Everything worthwhile, everything that is great comes from being in a position of uncomfortable. Nothing worthwhile is easy to get. Everything's gonna make you uncomfortable. Get fucking used to it. And if you can get used to being uncomfortable, your fucking limits are non-existent.
Life is not easy at all. It's gonna be challenging. You're gonna get beat down. That's the way life is.
So, sort of put a mask on your face and you go home and lay in your bed when no one's looking at you and you don't have to impress them and you're yourself. When fear comes in, maybe you don't know for sure what's going to be happening in the future and it scares you. Just that fear paralyzes you. And I just want to ask you today, do you think you have hope?
At some point, everything's going to go south on you. Everything's going to go south. And you're going to say, this is it. This is how I am. Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work. That's all it is. You do the math. You solve one problem, and you solve the next one.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up. You have to get up. Whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. Sometimes you have to just back up and go within yourself and pray and meditate, charge your batteries, go away, clear your head, and then come back and look at it from a different vantage point. Don't operate while you're under the spell of the effects of what's going on. Don't allow your emotions to control you. What are emotions? You begin to discipline your emotions. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. If you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will. And in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this strip me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back. You ask yourself, what do you want? Man, I want to be dominant. Tell me something. I don't know. Everybody wants it. But the raw reality of it is, everybody don't get it. And the other thing is, if you want it, you can get it. It's not like somebody is stopping you on the good yet. You can't get it. It's a matter of will. It's a matter of hard work. It's a matter of sacrifice. It's a matter of dedication. It's a matter of commitment. The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally does some fortune, stand back up. The perseverance to see it through. The never say die attitude.
We know the battle ahead. We know the journey ahead is going to get tough. We know we're going to face obstacles. We know it's going to be some discomfort. We know they're going to try to break us. We know they're coming for us. We know that's going to happen already. So let's make up in our mind before the battle that we're going to be victorious.
Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You're already in pain. You're already hurt. Get a reward from it. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you feel a little pain. You can tell yourself, I won't give up. When that depression hits you, come out of nowhere, you tell yourself, I won't give up.
There's no guarantee that you tell somebody it's not bad that they can never come back. Who can guarantee that you can't make it? That you can't have your dream? Who can guarantee that you can't do what you want to do? No one can do that. No one can predict that. You don't know what the possibilities are for your life.
But if you want to go through all the battle you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? It's your right to listen to your gut. There ain't nobody's right to say no. That's your own right to be what you want to be and do what you want to do.
All we need to do is we look at our dreams as we get ready to hit the floor. I'm blessed and highly favored. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care what you're going through. If you're not dead, he ain't doing what you need. As long as you wake it up, you still in the day. As long as you alive, you can still make it happen. As long as that breath in your nostril move, you still in the day. You still can win. Now get your butt up.
You've been an underdog in your relationships. You've been an underdog in the weight room. You've been an underdog in life. If you've been an underdog financially, I'm talking to that person who grew up without a father. I'm talking to that person who grew up without a mother. I'm talking to that person who didn't grow up with handouts. I'm talking to that person who maybe if you did grow up with a little bit of handouts, but maybe you were misunderstood and you were overlooked and you were undervalued and you were mishandled and misguided. You had a dream to buy a house, you had a dream to pay attention, you had a dream to win a fight, you had a dream to get your family out of it, you had a dream to lose weight, I mean, whatever that dream is, whatever you have, that goal, that promise, once you get it set, once you smell it, you get a feel for it, taste it. The underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark. They refuse to remain in obscurity. They refuse to live in stress and overwhelming anxiety. Jesus Christ. There's somebody who is tired. Like when you come to the end of yourself, you gotta get tired. Like you have to get tired. Tired. Something inside you that just snap. You gotta get tired of being broke. When you get tired of being coined the loser, being coined not enough, being overlooked and undervalued and underpaid, you gotta get tired of that. When you get tired, that's when you win. The underdog is the person that comes out on the playing field and says, okay, I've been in this place of pain my whole life. I've gone without for so long. This is the day you make up in your mind where I will take control. I'm talking to that person that is a pain. I'm talking to that person that knows what it's like to come from nothing. And so you literally have nothing to lose. And the only thing that's in your head is a dream. The only thing that's in your head is I have what it takes to get to the top of that hill. Because I am not the wolf on the hill. I am the wolf climbing the hill. I have nothing to lose. Counted out, overlooked, undervalued, misguided, betrayed. Somebody who has been really dishonored, disrespected. Somebody who has lost everything. Who people stop believing in. Is a very desperate person climbing the hill and trying to achieve a dream. And when you are desperate, you are very dangerous. And a dangerous man or woman is somebody who is a disruptor. They don't play by the rules. They are coming for blood. They are coming for blood. Your story is not your fortress. Your story is your fuel. It's like music to his ears. Tell me I'm not good enough. Tell me I'm not strong enough. I won't finish. There is this intrinsic emotion, this instinct. You have just awakened the lion in me. Because they said you can't do it. They said you don't have what it takes to make the investments. They said you don't have what it takes to lose the weight. They say you don't have what it takes to hang on to your marriage. Everybody has been counted out. Everybody has been doubted. The underdog is not a person who doesn't feel pain, doubt, and fear. The underdog is a person that turns that pain, that doubt, that fear into their fuel. If you came from a place where you had nothing, that's everything that you need. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Okay? Everybody wants a piece of the pie. In any facet of life, in every arena you walk in, there's pie. And the thing is that pie doesn't get any bigger. The pie never gets any bigger. It's the disciplined, desperate, dangerous mentality of an individual that says, I'm gonna push whoever I gotta push out of my way to get my piece of the pie. Those are the people that get the pie. Because the pie doesn't get any bigger. The pie does not pursue you. You have to go after it. So whatever it is that you're going after, whatever it is you feel as though you've been destined to do, are you willing to push whoever, whatever, out of you to get your piece of the pie? And so if you're listening to me right now and there's anything in your life that is defeating you, if there's anything in your life that seems like an improbable feat, you gotta smell blood. Once you get that scent like a hound dog, you get that scent, you see what is possible, you see what you are capable of. In the face of adversity, in the face of challenges, in the face of everybody that says you are not enough, you're not tall enough, you're not big enough, you're not wide enough, you're not fast enough, it's in that very moment that the dreams gotta get bigger than the disappointment, than the fear, than the anxiety, than the stress, than the overwhelm. It's got to get bigger. The dream. Once that dream gets bigger, and you get a set for that dream. You start to smell that dream. There's nothing on planet Earth that can stop you. You become armed and dangerous. You are the most dangerous individual on planet Earth. And so an underdog is just somebody who refused to live in the setback. It is a person who rebels against your reality. Your reality of me is that I'm not enough. Your reality of me is that I'm not qualified. Your reality of me is that I'm not quick enough. I'm not fast enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not linear enough. This is your reality. My reality of me is that all I have is all I need. I'm coming after everything you said I couldn't have. If you're going to come back from the setback, the number one thing you have to do is wake up your mind that you are no longer going to live in the pain of the past. Pain is inevitable and it is unavoidable. And when we talk about this underdog mentality, the underdog is just a man or a woman who has made up their mind. They are no longer going to live in their setbacks. They are no longer going to live in your reality. Your reality of me says I'm not enough. Your reality of me says I can't do this. Your reality of me says you won't finish today. My reality says all I have is all I need. I'm not living in my setback any longer. I'm moving forward. When we talk about a dog mentality, the dog scrambles, the dog barks, the dog runs after whatever it wants. When a dog is hungry, move out of his way. If it's coming for blood, the reason why you don't have what you want is because you are not hungry enough. You are going to have to push. 9 times the underdog always gets the win because the underdog is more hungry. The wolf that is on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf that is climbing the hill. The underdog is still trying to prove himself. The underdog is still trying to tell the world, I can do this. And the underdog is an individual who refuses to live in the dark. To every person in this room who's had a struggle, who's had some pains, who's had some tests, who's got some creative ideas, but you've gone through some really tough stuff. Whatever you do, don't lose your head. Pull your feelings out of it. Pull your insecurities out of it. Be strong and very courageous. If you are going to birth your dream, your calling, your passion, you can't draw back when life gets tough. You've got to stand up to it and push.
Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive.
You gotta have that gut strength, that belly strength, that devil defying come hell or high water strength, that inner strength that when I can't do as I want, I'm gonna do as I can, but I'm not gonna stop doing it.
You start, you're gonna finish it. Make a way. Figure it out, adjust, pivot, have a certain level of mental agility, and get it done. Keep going. Press on. This too shall pass. There's nothing that we come up against that's stronger than anything that we produce internally.
I haven't had my most creative moment yet. I haven't produced my dream yet. I don't care whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There's something down inside of you that's still kicking inside of you that wants to get out and it wants to live. When you start running from one thing, you're going to keep running from everything. You're going to run from love. You're going to run from life. You're going to run from responsibility. You're going to run. Or you won't stop running. You don't know what you got until all hell breaks loose. You don't know what you can take until the pressure is applied to your endure until people stab you in the back and walk away from you. You don't know how much courage you have until you've been under fire and under struggle and under tribulation.
If there's anything in your spirit right now, it ain't more than the warriors, right? It's the soldiers, man. And the reason why most of you are not successful is because every single time stuff not going your way, you give up, you quit, you let go, and people feel weakness, they feel it. You can feel when somebody's not committed, when they're not all in, when they're not dedicated. And there's another level you get to when you go all in. I want what all other men want. But when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted. That's how I conquer, and that's how nobody has ever beaten me yet.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass. There's something that you could do that would radically change your life. Somebody could take the hand you've been dealt and win with it. Same circumstances, same ideas. They would do it through what they thought about your life. But we don't need somebody because we got you. You are the one.
Stretch your body, let go. What you need to do is refocus. 12 minutes. My friend John and Nick, are you with me? All right. I need you guys.
I can get through this. I will get through this. I must get through this. The days you're not plugged in are the days you don't get 120.
I have too much to accomplish to be satisfied with where I am right now. I have too much on the line. I have too many people depending on me to win. I must stay hungry.
You want to kill an alligator? You do what I have to do. Because you get satisfied. And it goes to a state like it's almost paralyzed. Some of y'all in this room, when you paralyzed, you had a little success. You've done what nobody else in your family has done, and now you chilling. Come on, you ain't hungry no more. Next time, I need you to stay focused. Why? You should still be hungry. What have you eaten that got you satisfied? What have you done? What have you accomplished that got you so full? I'm a contender, but the next 100 gonna change my life. You're gonna change this world. We're ordinary people doing extraordinary things. If that's you and you feeling me, just say I can. Yeah, come on, I can. Yeah, I can. Come on, one time. Yep, I will. Yep, I must. All right.
You study any animal in the animal kingdom, and I will tell you this, that the lion is king because the lion is hungry. The elephant is bigger than the lion, but he is faster than the lion. But nobody is more hungry than the lion. Go ask that athlete, actor, musician, philanthropist, anybody who is a champion. And the difference between them and their opponent is they were more hungry for it. If there's anything I can pour from my heart in this moment, my greatest piece of advice is to protect your hunger.
My mother-in-law home 8 years ago. The cancer metastasized throughout her whole body. They're like, it ain't nothing we can do for you. Go home, spend time with your family. And people was like, yep, that's it for her. She said, it's not it for me.
Alright, yo,
Said, what do you mean
that's it for today's live.
She said, she don't care about that.
I'm gonna try to do a live every day. I do a workout, see how that goes.
Graduated, my only 2 grandkids.
And
I see my granddaughter graduate from high school.
yeah, alright, see you guys next time.
She said, after that, I might die. But up until then.